fitness or de-stressing your life or just monitoring everything with regard to your health. That, of course, is our today's special from Fitbit, coming up in just a few moments. But by special request and demand. Now, here's a little story. So Friday, we did a great big today's special on our EcoFlow. This is a power factory. It is your own personal power factory. I mean, seriously, that's what this is. It's the most powerful. It's the best price that you've seen anywhere. It's actually powerful enough to run your washing machine, to recharge an electric car, to run a 5,000 BTU air conditioner. I mean, kind of impressive, right? Well, this was completely gone. So what they did for me, and I think, Kevin, I don't know, is this in the 11 o'clock hour? I should have asked Marty. Well, they adjusted the price, because the price actually went up on Tuesday. I think that feature price is only good till 12 midnight. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna actually double check on that. But they actually did this again as an encore for me. That is coming up in final quantities a little bit, well, in just a few minutes in the show. So always great to be here with you. And I don't know, whether you make New Year's resolutions or not, I think we can all agree we know how important our health is. And imagine if you could wear your own little personal coach. Wear your own little best friend who's gonna tell you your temperature and your oxygen levels, just like those little pulse ox meters, monitor your sleep, help you de-stress, and everything in between. Well, it's also the lowest price in America. It is the most, or I should say the best and the most up-to-date, one-of-a-kind health coach, best friend, fitness tracker. Oh yeah, today's special. Here it is, one of your last opportunities. Okay, right off the bat, this is an extraordinarily abbreviated airing, and it's just because this has been so wildly popular. What is this? Well, of course, Fitbit is the #1 name. They are the pioneers when it comes to, well, I call them health coaches or fitness trackers. This is so advanced, but so easy to use, whether it's the always on, whether you touch it, whether you take your phone calls, whether you read your temperature, it is your best friend. But unlike some of those other health coach trackers, I don't want one to scold me. Those ones that actually scan your body, those kind of freak me out. And then they tell you if you're being bossy. Listen, I've got a mom. My mom is gonna tell me when I've got a bossy tone in my voice. All this does is encourage you and everything else. And all you do is pick your color of choice. Now, as we say, it's over $100 off. It's the lowest price in America. It's the most feature rich. You choose it either in this great kind of stone white or that graphite carbon gray. You'll get a small and large band included with your purchase. But then we are including, you get to choose your extra freebie, your extra band in either the midnight blue or the pink or your band size. So real quickly, here's that value, over well over $100 off, only until 12 midnight. Real quickly, I'll show you the, we have a little graphic that just summarizes some of the one-of-a-kind features. I'll try to do that real quickly because I got to get Lori out here. Yes, always on, heart rhythm, take your calls, stress tracking, skin temperature, your long life battery, your water resistant, yes, your sleep and your steps and your reminders, your exercise mode, floors climbed, on-wrist workouts, basically its own little EKG and GPS built in, 092832. I have to defer to my guest of honor, and boy, when we say short and sweet, Lori, I wish I had more time with you, but here's the thing. When it comes to fitness or health coaches or best friends, Fitbit they have no peer. They are the leader, right. And they're doing this just for us, aren't they?
I know, I think they love us. I think they must, because no one is getting this deal. It's an incredible deal on the newest, latest fitness tracker. And this is more than a fitness tracker. It's more than a smartwatch. It's a health watch. And that's what I love about this, coming to us from Fitbit, #1 leader when it comes to fitness and health trackers. You have that always on display, so you can always see what time it is without having to tap or twist. Big, bright, beautiful, easy to see screen, Shannon. And like you said, this is your best friend, reminding you to take steps, reminding you to move just a little bit more, telling you what's going on with your heart rate, telling you how you're sleeping at night. Tons of fun apps. You can see what the weather is. You can play games. I mean, there's a ton that you can do here. But this actually has a biosensor core. So this is the most sophisticated high-end health tracker on the market today. You can spend a lot more money on other watches that do a whole lot less. So Shannon, in this day and age, we all know how stressful life can be, right? It's been more stressful in this last year than I think in my lifetime. This is going to be able to give you cues about what's happening with the stress within your body with that built-in EDA sensor. That's an electrodermal activity sensor. So all you do for that is you touch the little purple hand right there, and it guides you through cues where you will put your palm on the screen, and this is going to detect micro bursts of sweat, because we all know we get sweaty palms, right, when we get nervous about something or when we're spiraling a little bit. It happens. So this is going to give you those cues about your stress level, and even in the app, it's going to tell you your stress level without having to do anything. And then, Shannon, you can go in and do one of those guided breathing or guided relaxation type of meditation programs. There's a 2-minute one and a 5-minute one right here. And I'm telling you, I sleep better at night when I do that guided meditation. It brings your heart rate down. It brings your stress levels down. So this can not only tell you when you're feeling stressed out or let you know what your stress level is, it offers ways to deal with that stress and manage that stress. So it's really an effective tool. The other thing, this is actually taking your temperature while you sleep at night. So everywhere we go these days, we're having our temperature taken, right? We have to have our temperature taken as we're driving through places sometimes, or, we go into my mom and dad's neighborhood on occasion just to, see how they're doing. And they do the little thing right on your forehead, right? They just kind of see what your temperature is. This is doing that for you as you're sleeping at night. So when you wake up in the morning, you can look at the app and see, oh my gosh, okay, my temperature is a little bit elevated. I might not want to go to the grocery store today. I might want to monitor that and then get in touch with my doctor. The other thing too, an SpO2 monitor. So a lot of us bought these pulse oximeters, right, at the beginning of kind of everything happening last year. This does that too. So this is measuring the amount of oxygen that is in your blood as you sleep. So when you wake up in the morning, and if you see that number is suddenly dropping and you don't have as oxygenated blood, maybe you have a health issue going on and you might need to reach out to your practitioner. So this is giving a lot of diagnostic type of information about what's happening within your body. This even has an FDA cleared ECG. So this is going to tell you if you have an abnormal heart rate, if you are at risk for AFib or atrial fibrillation. So talk about an amazing tool to stay on top of our health and understand what's going on better within our body, so we can make better choices if we want to work out a little bit more or just move a little bit more. Super encouraging. And yes, it's a smartwatch. So you can read all of your text messages, respond to your text messages. Shannon, it has 6-day battery life, water resistant. I can go on and on. One more thing I want you to realize, because like you said, super abbreviated presentation. This has Alexa or the Google Assistant built in, whichever one you want to use. So I use smart plugs for my lamps in my house because it's easy to shut down. So check this out. Turn off the lamp. Is that amazing, Shannon? And she says, okay, I almost fell over, girl. You would love this. She started talking the other day. Alexa did. That is a brand new feature because Fitbit, of course, incredible innovators that they are, they're always rolling out these brand new features. So they added the ability for Alexa to talk and give you the answers. So everything with this is high-end, beautiful, easy to wear, seamless, effortless on your part, but it gives you a ton of information. There's a corresponding app that works for Apple, Android, all the phones. But what a great tool to help you on your fitness journey, or maybe just your journey to better health. I mean, it truly is everything that you need all in one device.
Absolutely, and not for nothing, it's over $100 off anywhere else with that bonus strap. Remember, that price is only good for today. Not for nothing, you still get a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, which gives you ample time to just really see how this improves your life. And when I say it will become your best friend, your health awareness coach, you're gonna wonder how you ever got along without it. I am confident when I say that. I think everyone that I work with, both here, you know, on the air and behind the scenes, we all have some derivation or some version of a Fitbit, but it is never gonna be a better price. Remember, you choose your color. So both a small and a large band included, the white or the black, kind of that carbon gray / black. And then you choose, what do you want your bonus band to be? Midnight blue, which is the most popular, or pink. So men, women, every size, every shape, whether you've made a fitness commitment or we all want to monitor our health, you're gonna this becomes an invaluable tool for life, whether it's the stress management, reminding yourself to breathe, you know, how well did you sleep last night? You will love it, and there's a reason that Fitbit is #1. Lori, I know that we're getting ready to say goodbye. Is there anything else you'd like to sneak into this presentation?
Yeah, just really quickly, the app is incredible. It gives you that deep dive into your body. You're also getting 6 months of Fitbit Premium, so you can do some really cool things here. You can do a guided program, 2 weeks to better sleeping. You and I both need to do that one, girl. It helps you with eating. There's a community aspect. I mean, Fitbit is truly your health company and your health companion. Their mission is to make everyone in the world healthier, and they're doing that with the Sense. I cannot recommend it enough. It's amazing.
It's so true. Well, you are amazing. Now, I think there's a 4-minute mention of our today's special and beauty report, but then you're officially back at 11. Am I saying
11
right?
o'clock.
Okay,
Yep, 11
sounds
o'clock.
good. Thank you, Lori.
Great to see you, beautiful friend.
Good to
Love
see
you, Shan.
you. All right. Hey, don't hang up. You will love your today's special. Remember, 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Speaking of things you're going to love, it was a late-breaking price adjustment and addition to this show for me and for you, your own Power Factory, coming up next.
HSN customer service is excellent.
Always pleasant, professional.
The customer service is excellent. The customer service reps are always very helpful and very friendly.
They're always very accommodating. They're always very quick.
Customer service has been consistently good and it's reliable.
It's like talking to a friend and you're going shopping with a friend and you're like, oh, I want one of these. And then sometimes they'll say, whoa, but have you seen this? Ended up buying more than what I called in for, but it's a win anyway.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $40 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
Something on our minds every single new year is healthy eating. And that's just to make a quick frozen smoothie in the morning. It's so much better for you than a cup of coffee, so I hope you'll give it a try.
Oh, there's sweet Callie. Hey, by the way, Callie is coming up at 11 o'clock tonight. She'll be kicking off your brand new Today's Special at 12 midnight. In the meantime, don't hang up on our Fitbit Today's Special. But what we have for you next is pretty much, for lack of a better term, it's almost like a Today's Special encore. We, prior to the weekend, did a big one-day only value from EcoFlow. I call them a power factory, and it was so wildly popular, we left thousands and thousands and thousands of people basically upset because they couldn't get it. Well, what EcoFlow, the most powerful, what I call power factory, is doing for us, this was a late breaking special at 9 o'clock this morning. The price was a lot higher. I'll just tell you that right now. They went in the system and they adjusted the price manually. So for myself and for Callie at 11 o'clock tonight, basically if you're watching right now at 11 o'clock tonight, you will get a specially adjusted feature price on what I call the Power Factory, or the Power Cube, if you think of a traditional generator. So don't worry about gas or oil or propane or outgassing or carbon monoxide or indoors or outdoors. You just don't worry with this. But in addition to it being the lowest price, the most feature rich, one of the most powerful that you're gonna find anywhere, it is on 5-pay FlexPay. The price is only good for my show and Callie coming up at 11 o'clock. But it is powerful enough to power your washer and dryer, to refuel an electric car, to power up a 5,000 BTU air conditioner. I mean, they are not messing around. From your washing machine to your microwave to an electric car. I mean, for heaven's sake, if you're gonna go off the grid, or if you just want that peace of mind, as many of us out there do, actually, ironically enough, Callie and I both have the original Delta, the EcoFlow, and we both wanna upgrade to this. So what are you getting? Well, first and foremost, you choose it with or without the solar panels. Now, I can tell you for a fact, Kevin, I think I'm saying this correctly, only 700 of the one with the solar panels? Okay, so we have only 700 of the Power Factory with the solar panels. Now, the solar panels, I'll just tell you right now, we sell them every day of the week for $400. We're including those with your purchase if you do the one with the solar panels. Yes, you get all the cables and the things and the stuff. I always say, whatever cable fits, you plug it in, or frankly, you take your cord from your microwave, you plug it in. You take your cord, for your electric car, you plug it in. So I wouldn't worry too much about that, but they are including that customized bag because, of course, you're gonna be taking this off the grid, you're gonna be taking it with you. It is genius. And then, of course, if you're doing that version with the solar panels, remember, only 700 to go around. Price does officially expire at midnight. Now, today is also our last day where you can apply and buy and get $40 off your HSN card. So that's a great incentive. So remember, that promotion is also done at 12 midnight. And then we are also featuring 12-month VIP financing on this. So if you already have an HSN card, that means you could actually create 12 interest-free flex payments, and still get it home to you with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Well, of course, we can't do these presentations without my friend Justin Smith, who's back. And Justin, it's always great to have you in the show, but this is one that when EcoFlow did this just for our HSN friends and audience, everybody went crazy because I think we all love the idea of a generator, just a lot of things, expensive and complicated and potentially dangerous. Regardless of whether you're making breakfast like you are or you're doing a load of laundry, this is gonna do it all, isn't it?
No, Shannon, you're right. It absolutely is. I love that you call it a power factory because that's what it is. Hi, Shannon. Hi, everybody out there. Look like I'm just cooking a little scrambled eggs with little chives in there. What other battery power generator can power your big heat producing things? There's not many of them out there. That's why this is so popular, because this is the difference between a hot meal and a cold meal. Let me turn this down a little bit. It's the difference between keeping my, food fresh and my food spoiled, my medicine fresh, or my medicine spoiling. If there's one thing that 2020 taught us, it was that we can never be too prepared, right? If anything, we're probably a little bit underprepared is what we found out. So in my mind, there's not quite that many things out there that can make us feel as underprepared as when we lose power. Whether it's for 15 minutes, 15 hours, maybe 15 days, we all know how vulnerable that feels and how distressed that can leave us feeling. And maybe it's due to maybe it's due to a grid lockdown, a government grid lockdown. Maybe it's due to a natural disaster. We're right in the middle of winter storm season. FEMA declares winter storm seasons as the #1 causes of power outages nationwide. Maybe it's due to hurricane season that's coming up. We just came out of the most busiest hurricane season over a century back in 2020. Or maybe it's that we're working or we're Zooming or schooling from home more, and we're having a makeshift office where we don't have enough plugs, enough power. Whatever the case may be where you're feeling without power, what's the solution? Well, there's the old school antiquated way. There is the big, expensive, heavy, clunky gas generator with gas and oil and toxic fumes that got to keep outside. Nobody wants to go outside to tend to that thing. Or there's the new school way. There's the EcoFlow Delta, which is the most powerful battery powered generator that we sell on HSN. It is the most powerful battery powered generator that EcoFlow even makes. And EcoFlow, as we all know, is a trusted name brand in the battery powered generator space worldwide. And this is one of the most powerful battery powered generators in the world. This one, it's not just one of those ones that you see here and there that we sell that, maybe will power your lights and your fans, maybe a phone or a computer for a couple hours. No, that's cute. When you want whole home power anywhere you are, real world power to make you feel, that peace of mind and that sense of comfort, there's only one brand and one name, and that is the EcoFlow Delta. So much so that I'm cooking my eggs, and I've got my little bowl of grits here. I got a whole theme of breakfast going on. So let's go ahead and put this in the microwave. Almost forgot. We lost power to the microwave, but hold on. I have a solution. This is a 1,000-watt microwave like many of us have at home. It is a big boy microwave. Take it camping with you. I mean, who's going to do that? You're probably going to have a fire or whatever. But if at home, you don't have to run cables and cords through an open window, take your microwave cable. Now, this is a big, heavy-duty, 3-prong grounded plug. And all I'm going to do is, this is what I want you guys at home to see. Now, I'll do a whole tour of this in a few minutes to show you all the plugs. But this has 6 AC wall outlets on the back. Basically means, look around your house right now. Those plugs, the three-prong plugs or 2-prong, this has both of them. I have 6 of them in here. And I have 6 USB ports up front and USB-C. So I can plug in 12 plus my carport. I can plug in 13 things at the same time. But let's go ahead and plug in my microwave here. All I'm doing is plugging it into the back like I would plug in anything else. Let's test it out here. And here we go. Time cook. Let's go 20 seconds and start. Now my food's going. I got my hot burner going here. Got my coffee going. I almost forgot. What about a big screen TV? This is a 65-inch big screen TV right here. I'm powering all this stuff, Shannon, and everybody at home. At the same time, I got my food going. I can watch my TV. I mean, this thing is a beast. It's powerful. It only weighs 30 pounds. My food's done, and like I said, that's why this is the leader in the space. It's kind of hot. That's why this is the leader in the space, and this is going to power everything from your microwaves to your fridges to your big screen TVs to your electric vehicles, but even a full-size air conditioning system. 5,000 BTU air conditioning system. We've all seen them on the top of our big campers, our RVs, the ones that go on the wall in our house. That's right. And it does it all without gas and oil at the press of a button. I'm talking washing machines, hair dryers for 3 hours. I don't have that much hair. Shannon, I don't even think you have that much hair, but what about a coffee maker? There you see a microwave oven for almost 2 hours. I don't know what you're cooking in the microwave for 2 hours, but it'll do it. A fridge there for 20 hours. But what about this? If you keep going the next page, I mean, look at medical devices there, a CPAP, top right-hand corner, electric vehicles. So many of you write into us at EcoFlow, and you tell us that you keep these in the back of your Tesla or your electric vehicle, your hybrid. And then if you lose power when you're on the freeway, no worries. Plug your EV into this, get an extra 5 to 10 miles down the road. That's how powerful this is. This isn't one that's just going to power your lights and fans, like I said. This is for real-world power anywhere you are. Look at that drain cleaner for 4 to 5 hours. If you live in a low-lying area, New Orleans, Houston, Miami, low-lying areas, New Jersey, we're talking to you here. You know how important that is during storm season to get your drains clean. A jackhammer, the bottom right-hand corner for an hour and a half. The big concrete jackhammer you can plug into this. So if you're a general contractor, you're working, you don't have to be tethered to your client's home anymore. Just bring the EcoFlow Delta in the back of your pickup truck and plug in 13 of your power tools at the same time. And because I told you, you saw there the fridge does 20 hours, it's on. But check this out. Let's go ahead and undo the power. Let's bring that cord around. My microwave, you saw that. Again, just going to plug this into the back, and then Shannon, I'm going to give it back to you to do some business. But everybody watch that. I'm doing everything live on air here so that you see it'll work and do everything we say it does when you get it home in your house. And now I can have fresh food, fresh medicine. My freezer's going for up to 20 hours on one charge with the EcoFlow Delta at the press of one button right here. And we'll do a tour in a minute, but it's one button on, one button off. No gas, no oil, no sticky pull crank, as easy as that.
Well, and no gotcha, no worrisome moments. In fact, that demonstration that Justin just did for you, and I'm not putting shame in anybody's game, but the only other generator I've ever sold on the air here at HSN, and I've been here for over 25 years, was more than the price of admission, but it had to be in a ventilator, it had to be used outside. And even when we did because I personally did the demonstration, we were in our outdoor set, because you had to do it outdoors, and we had this loud, it was so loud, our poor audio guys couldn't modulate, the hose talking and the generator being on. And so I plugged in a refrigerator to this other outdoor only unit. And I thought, but how would I plug a refrigerator into this if I have to have the generator outside? It's like my little brain couldn't process that. So to Justin's point, yeah, it'll do the convenience things like the fan and the TV and the router and the computer and, you know, again, life's conveniences, but it's gonna do the things that really, are important to our life, whether that's medications at a certain temperature with the refrigerator, whether that's the 5,000 BTU air conditioner or what have you. The other thing about this is, in addition to that feature price that does expire at 12 midnight, remember, at 9:15 this morning, I know that because they left me a little text on my cell phone, they manually went into the system and they adjusted this price for me and for Callie at 11 o'clock. And so basically, strike while the iron is hot. If you're watching during this hour with Callie at 11, you will get a feature price that expires at 12 midnight. You are getting the most powerful, you know, battery operated, I call it a power factory that we have ever offered that rivals the power of, yes, those ones with gas and oil, with a lot of maintenance. You know, the other thing about that is not only are they, in my own opinion, of course, there's a whole gotcha or fear factor with those other generators, and I'm certainly not trying to cast any shame on anybody's game, but they do emit, you know, outgassing and can be dangerous. If you don't really know what you're doing. The other thing you have to think is, okay, did I maintain it? Is there gas? Is there oil? What do you do if all the gas stations are out of gas, as we experienced with Hurricane Irma a couple of years ago? So this is self-sustaining in every way, meaning you could plug it in and repower it, so you don't have to worry about any maintenance whatsoever. If you get the version with the solar panel, and I just want to give you a heads up, Callie, of course, will have the final official airing at this feature price, but the solar panels we have sold out every single time that we've had it on the show separately. They are customer picks. They're $400. We are including those with your purchase. If you do the version with solar panels, we have free shipping. We have 5 interest-free payments. Those are called flex pays. If you use your PayPal or your debit card or any major credit card, even Apple Pay, you can do that as well. We have the last day of our $40 off apply and buy promotion. So you might want to factor that in, because this is also the last couple hours there. Or if you already have an HSN card, you could create your own 12-month VIP financing or 12 flex pays, in which case, without the solar panel, you're looking at a little over $90, $91 and change. If you do the version with the solar panel, a little over $116, all with that unconditional 30-day return policy. Remember the case, all the cables, but remember whatever plug you got, you just saw Justin plug in a full-size refrigerator with the, you know, the plug from his microwave, the plug from his refrigerator. The case is included, but it is only for this show and then one more chance at 11 o'clock. You know, Justin, I think, you know, we've all experienced, you know, this new brand or this new sense of normal. And even though Callie and I both have the original, which by the way was pretty much this price, we both want to upgrade to this. And while I look around my house and I see the purchase of regrets, it's like, why did I buy that? Why did I buy this? I mean, this is the one thing that I can say without question. And like I said, I've been here for 25 years. This is a purchase you never regret. It is that peace of mind. The best news is that you'll only have to use it once a year, twice a year. Frankly, you'll probably find yourself using it more often than you thought. I mean, for me, whether it's that nebulizer, that CPAP machine, again, those, you know, convenience and medically necessary devices. But it's also important that people realize there's no gotcha moments. There's no maintenance. There's no outgassing. There's no danger. There's more power. You can repower it when it does eventually run out of juice. I mean, to me, this is the perfect solution, isn't it?
It is, because like you mentioned, all of those points, there's no gas, there's no oil, there's no spark plugs. There's, you know, if I do have a gas generator and you don't use it, but maybe, you know, to go hunting or something, well, you can't use it to go hunting because that'd be too loud. You'd scare away all the animals. But, you know, for whatever reason, camping, you got to get rid of, or during a natural disaster, you have to get rid of that gas that sits in the tank every 3 to 4 months. You got to, you know, dispose of that property properly, call a recycling company. You know, there's ongoing maintenance with those, not to mention the safety threat of when you're running those, you have to keep them outside. You know, over 200,000 people end up in the ER every year because they keep the generator in their house or in their car, in their motorhome, in their garage, and the carbon monoxide poisoning. So you have to keep those outside, not to mention running wires and cords through open windows and open doors. That leaves you vulnerable. With this, keep your windows and doors shut. Keep it in your room, keep it in your car, your boat, your motorhome, your tent, wherever you want. It's a quiet solution power that, let's just say this, my old gas generator that also makes cars that rhyme with Fonda, Jane Fonda. You can put 2 and 2 together there. It surged to 2,200 watts. This, let me get technical on you here for a second, surges to 3,300 watts. It's more powerful than my most common old gas generator that only had 2 wall outlets on the back. This has 6 wall outlets on the back, and you see how easy it is to flip around, only weighs 30 pounds. That old gas Jenny also weighed about 70 pounds dry, without gas, without oil, and there is that ongoing maintenance. When you get this home, this is all you need, unless you pick up the solar panel as well. We're not going to email you or call you and say, hey, you forgot to pick this, or don't forget there's this extra maintenance you got to do with it. No, you get it home. This is all you need. And like I said, if you do pick up that solar panel right here, it only weighs 10 pounds. You literally unzip it right here around its case. You can unfold it, and you can set it on the side of the road, out on the grass. It's got a little kickstand on it. Lay it flat, put it on your car, the roof of your house, wherever you want, you can put this. And you can create your own self-sustaining power, as you see right there. That's the kickstand I'm talking about. It does fold out. And even under partly cloudy conditions, you can create your own self-sustaining power. And as you mentioned, Shannon, that's very important, because when we lose power, if we're used to the old gas generators, like Hurricane Irma, when it came through here in Florida, even gas stations lost power. And if you had a gas generator, you're out of luck when those gas stations are out of power. You can't pump gas. But with this, even under partly cloudy conditions, you can create your own self-sustaining power and indefinitely go off the grid. Go as long as you want. You're not going to have to rely on, gas or oil, even under partly cloudy conditions. And that's so important, because I can keep all of my devices plugged into this, unlike some other battery-powered generators where you have to unplug your fridge and all your devices while you recharge it, which in other ones can take up to 25 hours. This will recharge fully from 0 to 80% in as little as 1 hour. It's called extreme charging. It's a technology that only EcoFlow has. Research it, look it up. Nobody else in the marketplace has it. That's so important, because I can recharge this from 0 to 80% in an hour, or 0 to 100% in as little as 1.5 hours. Why is that important? Well, if I'm running out the door for an emergency, or maybe I'm just doing something fun like hunting, camping, fishing, and I forgot to put this on charge, or forgot to put my generator on charge the night before, I don't have 25 hours to wait around for that thing to charge. I can go take a shower, cook some breakfast, and with an hour, I'm up and running. I have cell phones and tablets that don't even recharge to 50% in an hour, and this is going to do it in an hour, or a full 100% in an hour and a half. And you can see here, we'll just take a quick little tour. We'll do one of these a little bit later too, just so you can really grasp, everybody at home, what I'm talking about here. Look at these. You see these all around your house. This is like having your house with you wherever you go. I have 6 AC wall outlets, the heavy duty 3-prong. Down here, this is my little carport. We've got that little, what we used to call back in the, when I was growing up in the 80s, call it little cigarette port there. We're going to flip it around here. This is where you'll recharge it. So you can recharge it in the wall at your house. You can recharge it in the car. We're going to give you a car charger as well in your package today. Or you can go ahead and plug in that solar panel right there. One plug, that's all it takes. And then when we come around to the front here, this is where it's beautiful, because I've got 4 USB ports right down here. The 2 blue ones, the 2 blue ones over here, those are going to be my fast time ports. It used to take me 4 hours to recharge my tablet, 5 hours. Now it takes me half that time. 2 60-watt USB-C ports down here. All of my Lenovo's, my MacBooks, all of my, up and coming future electronics, that's where those will get plugged in. And the best part about it, Shannon, like I'll say, and I'll say it again, because this is one of the most important features about this, of how easy it is to use. No crazy apps or systems we need you to sign up for. No sticky pull crank, no gas, no oil. One button press. Where am I at here? One button press, and I have immediate access to that full industrial power. I've got 99 hours of battery power left, 99% there in the center. You can see that's my little battery gauge. And then over there, that quadruple zeros up and down, top and bottom, that is my wattage in and my wattage out. So I can monitor the amount of power I'm using, and I can see down to the hour how much battery I've left. So I'm never going to have any interruption in power. And we'll talk about this when we come back. But that's why this is also considered UPS, an uninterrupted power source. So I can keep my medical devices plugged in case I lose power in the middle of the night. This will kick on within a millisecond. Keep this plugged into the wall, your medical device plugged into this. So if you have a CPAP machine or a medicine fridge, something like that, those will kick on, and this will kick on within a millisecond if you have a brownout or rolling blackout or a storm that rolls through in the middle of the night. So you're never without power. Your medicine never goes stale. Your food never goes stale or, spoiled or anything like that. So that is another big time thing with the EcoFlow Delta, Shannon.
It is indeed. So just a couple quick programming notes. If you are channel surfing, welcome to HSN. And this was going to be an entire hour devoted to Fitbit, but it's been selling so quickly. We did an abbreviated look at our finest value of the day just a few moments ago. But as a favor to me and Callie, because we are both big fans of the EcoFlow, they did a price adjustment on one of the fastest selling today's specials that I've personally had on the air this year in 2021 to allow Callie and myself at 11 o'clock tonight do a specially adjusted price on what I call a power factory, If you're looking at this, looks like a great little cube, right? I'm a Star Trek fan. You think of the Borg, right? It's a cube. So you can take the cube, you can take your power factory wherever you go. But this is a generator. It's a generator. It's a self-sustaining generator. It is a power factory. So unlike what I call those gotcha moments with other generators, did I maintain it? Is the gas or the oil old or new? Do I have it in a well-ventilated area? I mean, this is as powerful and in some cases more powerful than the generators with what I call the gotcha moments. No gotchas, because you can go completely and entirely off the grid, but more importantly, you can have that peace of mind. So special adjusted feature price for this show and 11 o'clock only, 12 midnight, that feature price goes away. It's the most powerful, what I call power factory that we've ever had on the air. Powerful enough to, help your electric car get down the road, to fire up your welder if you're a contractor, like Justin said, or your jackhammer. Or for me, if you have medications that have to be kept at a specific or proper temperature, our medically necessary devices, even our refrigerators. I have probably thousands of dollars worth of ingredients in my refrigerators because I happily do a lot of our cooking shows here at HSN. But your washing machine, a 5,000 BTU air conditioner. And the whole idea behind this is, when I keep saying it is peace of mind that you can't put a price on, you will never regret getting this. I can tell you that for a fact. We will sell boatloads of these once we raised the price. They actually manually went in the system and they adjusted the price for Callie and myself. You get a 2-year warranty. And remember, when I say this is completely self-sustaining, yes, once you run out of juice, you can plug it into a wall. But what most people are doing with fewer than 700 of the solar panel kit available, Callie will have just, I say a little driblet, just whatever's left at 11 o'clock. We're taking almost $500 off the price of what you would spend elsewhere. Remember, it's free shipping. It has 5 flex pay. Those are interest-free payments. You still get free shipping and our 30-day return policy. You can create 12 flex pays if you use your HSN card, in which case, if you do the version without solar panel, it's $91 and change. If you do the version with the solar panel, it's a little over $116 on your credit card, 12-month VIP financing. We have our last day of that $40 off promotion on our apply and buy. You get the case, you get all of the cables, but remember, whatever plug you got, whether it's the plug from your electric car or the plug from your refrigerator or your microwave or your washer and dryer, just plug it in where it goes. That's all, don't obsess about it too much. I will tell you though, the value on the solar panels alone is upwards of $400 at HSN. We have about 600 only of the version with the solar panels. So just kind of keep that in mind, 093569. So Justin, at the end of the day, we talk about that peace of mind. I'm not kidding, and I know Callie feels the same way. Callie is a glamper camper. I mean, she loves to backpack and camp and all that. I am not, but I do have the CPAP machine. You know, I've got the medically necessary devices. You know, the convenience features. You know, whether it's your washing machine or your microwave or your refrigerator.
Right.
But more importantly, this is peace of mind. And I love my Power Cube that I got from EcoFlow. And I think I told you the story this last summer when my neighbors, we had like a big windstorm sweep through my neighborhood, and I was the only one who was able to use, you know, the things that I needed to get ready to go to work.
Right.
But even the one that I have and love at this price does not have this power. It's pretty amazing. For no additional price, I mean, pretty close to what I spent for the original, I get more bang for my buck, don't I?
You do. I mean, listen, EcoFlow is continuing to innovate, and they are one of the industry's leading innovators in this space. I mean, for those of you out there, if you're on the fence, Google it, YouTube. I mean, look at the videos online, and you will see that across the board, this is one of the most sought after, one of the most coveted, one of the leading brands in this space. And in fact, when you're looking for a gas generator alternative, there's very few of them that make this amount of power. To Shannon's point, the old one that you had, the river there, this is nearly 10 times more powerful than that. Now, you at home might be thinking, what do I need with that much power? Well, all it takes is one time to be without power for more than 15 minutes, but maybe 15 hours or 15 days, and you're going, well, my food is spoiling, or I can't watch the big screen TV, or I can't run the microwave or the cooktop or the air conditioning, and you're going to go, man, I wish I would have had the Delta, right? You don't want to go stand in a line when the natural disaster has just hit or the natural disaster is impending. You don't want to go stand in the line at the hardware store when they're price gouging you for the big gas generators and have to get an associate to help you carry that out to your car if you can even fit it in your car. Not to mention, for those of us that live in an apartment, a townhome, a condo, or maybe have a strict homeowners association, we can't have gas-powered generators because of the toxic fumes, because you have to keep them outside, right? So our only alternative is a battery-powered generator. And so many of us, this is where the rubber really meets the road for me, is we're having to shelter in place these days, right? Until this whole COVID thing is over, we're not able to go out and go shelter if, when the hurricanes start coming again, or the fires or the earthquakes, or, whatever the natural disasters is, the winter storms, we have to shelter in place. So we need to make our homes as powerful and as comfortable and give us that peace of mind and that sense of security as possible. And like I said, there's the old school antiquated way of doing it with all the maintenance and the gas and the oil and the toxic fumes, or there's the new way, the safe way to do it that's just as powerful, if not more powerful. I had a lot of friends in Southern California that, and some of you might even still be experiencing this, that were, calling me when the pandemic first hit. And the city in Southern California, there's plenty of them, but they were shutting down the electricity grid because so many people were now working from home, were schooling from home, that it was overloading the grid. So the city, and for a couple hours during the day, it would just shut the grid down and people would be stuck without power, and you can't go anywhere. You got to be at home. So what would people do? They couldn't do anything. So let me show you right here. Just because you lose power, I don't know if you're like me, but when I lose power at home and I lose my internet, I'm like Tom Hanks in Castaway. I'm like, Wilson, it's like the world's ending. I'm rubbing sticks together. But just because you lose power, and I don't mean to make light of that, but just because you lose power doesn't necessarily mean you lose internet, right? Internet's always out there, but what happens is you lose power to your internet, your router, your Wi-Fi router. So you can see here, let's go ahead and plug in our router, and we're going to see this thing light up here. Now I've got my internet going again. Let's go ahead, and I brought a little tablet computer thing here with me, but you can plug in all your phones, your tablets, your MacBooks, your Androids, your iPhones, it doesn't matter. So let's go ahead here, and we'll go ahead and plug this in, and you see I'm just plugging this stuff into the side right here. It's as easy as that. I've got internet. I've got my tablet or, my computer here. Now I can stay online. I can do my Zoom calls. I can do my at-home schooling. And that's what a lot of you are using this for nowadays. You just keep it on your desk. It's not something, a generator, especially an electric power generator, battery power generator, isn't something that we just keep on the shelf and only take out for emergencies now. Because maybe our spouse or our kids are taking the office and we're needing a workplace from our dining room table, and there's just not enough plugs around. So this might be our only alternative, especially if the power is getting shut down or a natural disaster. So a lot of us are using these every day and not just putting it on the shelf. But if you do shelf it, guess what? This is going to hold a full charge. The EcoFlow Delta will hold a full charge for a year. Its next closest competitor with that amount of power, battery powered generator, it's only going to hold the charge for about 4 to 6 months. This is going to hold a full charge for a year. And that's important because, like I said, if you forget to charge it or you get hit with an unexpected natural disaster and you do happen to shelf it, you don't have to worry. You don't have to panic. EcoFlow is out there to make your life simpler at the push of a button, giving you that sense of security and that peace of mind, Shannon.
Well, and that's a big deal. So once more, if you are channel surfing, programming note for all of us here at HSN, this was a late breaking price adjustment at 9:15 this morning. In fact, if you would have shopped at, earlier with Guy with his new DIY show or earlier in the day, you would have spent about $400, $500 more. So at 9:15 this morning, they manually went in and they made a price adjustment for myself and for Callie. She will have the last official airing at the feature price at 11 o'clock tonight. However, that being said, this is a self-sustaining power factory, whether you get the version with the solar panel or without the solar panel. Now, of course, without the solar panel, you just plug it in, and hopefully you've got, power at the ready where you can recharge it as a, uninterruptible power supply. You'll get all the cables, you'll get the case, and I say don't obsess about, which cables you get too much, just plug whatever you got into where it fits. I know that sounds pretty rudimentary, but it really is the truth. And then you can also choose the self-sustaining power factory with the solar panels. Now, if you want the version with the solar panels, just be aware we have, for all intents and purposes, Kevin, I think you said about the last 600 or so, about the last 600 of the version with the solar panels. We have always sold those separately for $400 here at HSN, and they have always sold out, and they've always gone on to be a customer pick on their own at $400. So just be aware, if you want the version with the solar panel, I really would encourage you to act now. Take advantage of that feature price that we are only honoring until 12 midnight. We do have 12-month VIP financing. So if you already have an HSN card, you could create your own 12 interest-free flex pays, for lack of a better term, in which case it's $91 and change without the solar panel and a little over $116 for the version with the solar panel. Either way, 30-day return policy, 5-pay flex pay if you just want to use Apple Pay or your debit card or any major credit card, PayPal, whatever it might be. And then today is also the last day of our $40 off apply and buy promotion. So if you do want to apply and buy and get your first HSN credit card, that's $40 off only until 12 midnight. But once more, if you want the most popular version of this, the one with the inclusion of the $400 worth of solar panels, you might want to act during this hour. Certainly take advantage of that feature price. Justin, I know time always goes by so quickly when we have this. We've got about 10 minutes left in the show. Of course, we were happy to have you in the show. I was even happier that they did manually adjust that price to make it even a bigger incentive for everybody. And it really is kind of true. We should thank the folks, at EcoFlow for making the Delta available to HSN customers for a price that they don't sell it for elsewhere, because they do actually think of our customer and do things for us that maybe you might not find in the market. That's true, isn't it?
It's absolutely true. For those of you who are looking for something that has 1,800 watts of power surging to 3,300 watts, if you've done your research, if you're looking for the gas power equivalent or one of the other, battery powered equivalents, it's a very competitive price range. It's a very competitive range out there. And EcoFlow, being an industry leader, has thought of you, the customer out there at home, and what's going to make it easiest for you to get this home so that you can be prepared during the natural disaster, so that you can go hunting and camping or fishing, or real quick, I've got to do this little demonstration like you mentioned, Shannon, so that you can go glamping if you want. Maybe you're a glamper, right? Like my wife or something. You can't go anywhere without one of these. You saw all the other crazy devices, right? But what about your hair dryer here, right? Look at this. This is one of those GFI plugs. This isn't just a little dinky 2 or 3 prong plug. This is a GFI plug. Let's test this out, right? And I can get into all the technical stuff here on television, but you just want to know the thing works, right? And that's why we're giving you the 2-year warranty, so that you can get it home and put it through its paces and get through plenty of winter storm seasons, hurricane seasons, plenty of, pandemics, and know what you need to be prepared for. Who would have known we need so much toilet paper? We didn't know we needed that. we do know we needed power, and you're going to get that 2-year warranty. But now I've gone ahead and I plugged that into the bag just like I would plug it into my, any outlet at home, and it's hot, and I can run this for 3 hours straight. So now I've got that going. Let's set it aside. Oh, here's the big thing that I want to express to you guys. You see me plugging things in the back here. You say I got 6 outlets. Here's a little life hack for everybody at home if you're thinking, well, how can I maximize the power? Now, you might already be ahead of me here, but here's a power strip. Big heavy-duty surge protector, big heavy-duty 3-pronged plug there. Let's go ahead and plug this in, and I want to show you how you can just plug a bunch of stuff in. So here we go. And like you said, Shannon, where the rubber really meets the road for you and a lot of our customers at home is for the medical devices. So I brought a CPAP machine here. I'm going to go ahead and just, let's see if I can put that down here. Let's go ahead and plug in we're going to plug it into this here. And we see now that our CPAP machine, you see the little light there? Little CPAP machine came on, and I've got air flowing to my mask there. So now my CPAP machine is on. What else can we plug in? What about this right here? I know you're never going to plug in all of these things at the same time, but just so that you can see it'll do it, let's go ahead and plug in our 900-watt power drill. CPAP machine's still going. We still got plenty of power. And what about this? What about we're, going hunting and camping, we're glamping. What if we want to bring a nice little air mattress? We don't want to sleep in the sleeping bag. We don't want to, sleep on the ground, but we need an air mattress. We bring our air compressor here, or maybe we want to do something fun and blow up that, go ahead and, oops, live TV. We want to go ahead and blow up that, by the way, it's still on. The inflatable kayak, or maybe the inflatable the raft or something like that. So you can see here, Shannon, and I can keep plugging things in. I've basically given myself 6 extra plugs on top of my 6 wall outlets on the back. I got 12 plugs I can plug in, plus my 6 here on the front. I mean, you do the math in your head. To me, that sounds like, 6 plus 19 things if I really want to maximize this thing. But I will say this at home. The more stuff I plug in, obviously, the quicker the battery will reduce its charge, right? But the cool thing about it is that this has a safety feature called pass-through charging. What pass-through charging does is something that's also very unique to very few battery-powered generators out there, is it enables you to plug in all of your high-powered devices and keep them going all at the same time while you are recharging your EcoFlow Delta. You see there that nice, easy-to-read LCD screen. It's going to tell you down to the hour of how much battery you have left with those 4 USB charging ports, the 2 USB-Cs, plus the 6 AC wall outlets in the back. I mean, this thing, virtually anything that you have to plug in around your house or your workshop or on the work site, you're going to be able to do that with the EcoFlow Delta. Also because of that thing, like I said, called pass-through charging. Now, that's its battery safety management program that allows me to keep all of my stuff plugged in while I am recharging this, so that I can have my coffee, I can have my eggs, I can have my toast, I can go ahead. What about this? Let's go ahead and plug in our blender here. I mean, you probably guessed by now, like, okay, everything he's plugging in works. This thing is legit. There's probably some of these demos aren't that impressive now, but I mean, that's the whole key with this is we don't want you to be surprised. We don't want you to have those gotcha moments. I want to do everything live on air here. Nothing's really preset so that you can see me. There's no smoke and mirrors, that when you get this home, this is going to work exactly how I say it does. And it's not anything to be scared of because, again, it only weighs 30 pounds. You can carry it wherever you go. You can keep it inside. There's no toxic fumes. It's completely silent. There's no yearly maintenance with it. That's just the really great thing about this is, like you keep saying, Shannon, this is a power factory in the palm of your hands. And maybe it's for the fun stuff, hunting, camping, and fishing, but maybe it's just we're looking for alternative ideas to do stuff at home. We set up a little movie projector in our backyard, and this will run that movie projector for well over a day's worth of time. All of our phones, all of our tablets, yeah, it's going to do all that. All of our lights, yes, it's going to do that. But it's also going to do things like this, Shannon. And for those of you who missed it, let me go ahead and grab my cord here. Sorry, I'm stepping out of frame, but here we go. We can see here the fridge is off. This isn't a mini fridge. It's a full stainless steel fridge and I'm plugging it in just like I would in the back of my wall. Now my fridge is on, freezer's on, and it's going to power this full-size fridge, not just a mini fridge, for 20 hours. Think about that. Most of us have several hundred, or if you have medicine in there, you probably have a couple $1,000s worth of, ingredients and food and medicine in your refrigerator. So if it's worth anything at all, it's worth preserving that. In the worst case scenario, you should lose power unexpectedly. And that is the power that EcoFlow gives you, not with gas or oil, but with one button press. I'm on and off, just one button. There I go, wake it on up. And I've got immediate access, not a trickle power, but immediate access to that over 1,800 watts continuous and 3,300 watt surge of power. And that meets the equivalent of any home wall outlet, enough to get you powered that full-size fridge, that 5,000 BTU HVAC air conditioning unit, all that great stuff, Shannon.
It does indeed. Well, no surprise to us, as always, it is proving to be wildly popular. Quick, or the latest quantity update, the version that, completely self-sustaining with the solar panel, which is upwards of $400, we have a little over 500 remaining. So just kind of keep that in mind. So that completely self-sustaining power factory, as I like to call it, a little better than 500 of those available. Of course, you can always choose it on the version without the solar panel, in which case you just, recharge it in the wall if you do have power, which we're always grateful for power. Boy, you really appreciate it once you've lost it. But we are also losing that feature price at midnight. They manually went into the system and they lowered the price for Callie and myself. Callie will have the last official look coming up at 11 o'clock tonight. I would certainly encourage you to do it now. You still get that 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Of course, you can do 12 interest-free payments if you already have an HSN card. You can apply and buy for the last day of that $40 off promotion. And Justin, I would love to imagine everybody's face, whether it's glamping or certainly, snowstorms, Father's Day presents, lots of great ideas. But can you imagine doing that outdoor party? Because that's how we're doing our social distancing, but still enjoying our social get-togethers. It's like, hey, I won't bring the ice, I'll bring the AC outlet. I'll bring the wall outlet. And their minds are like, what? You can bring an outlet outside? Seriously, it's kind of mind-bending in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, you don't have to be tethered to a 100-foot extension cord to your friend's house. You don't have to, bring the big, you can actually enjoy the movie because you're not trying to talk over a gas-powered generator. You bring one of these things out there, you're going to be able to enjoy several movies. You can do a movie marathon, not just one movie, with the projector plugged into this and maybe the popcorn maker, and the lights, all that stuff plugged into this, not just the projector, but you're gonna be able to, this will be your supply for like the entire experience. And just because I like to do it, check this out. We were talking about power tools. How often, wait till I bring this up, how often do I get to play with power tools inside my house? Well, here we go. I love to do it. So this is it right here. A 900 watt leaf blower. That's just the coolest thing to me. And I love to do it just because I want to show you guys at home that it can power that. And even with it plugged in, let's not forget our 1,000 watt microwave. All I have to do is, just like I would plug in anything into the wall, I'm going to plug it in the back here. No gas, no oil. Where's my bowl of food? Oh, here we go. Here's my bowl of food. It's gotten a little coagulated now, but we'll go ahead and heat it back up. We'll go ahead and put it in, time cook, I don't know, 20, well, that's 2 minutes, but let's go ahead and press start just because we can. I still got this plugged in and microwave's going. My food's warming up now. And that is the amount of power, again, in the palm of your hand. No gas, no oil, no sticky pull crank, 30 pounds. Great for an emergency, great for, natural disasters, or great for the fun stuff like hunting, camping, and fishing. So I'm so excited for you guys to get this home and, see the grin on your face and experience it just like Shannon and I have.
Absolutely. Final 500 in the version with the solar panel. Justin, the next time you do that leaf blower, you should have like a puppy cam. I would love to see the fur baby reaction. Like, why is Dad running a leaf blower in the house? He's lost his mind.
He's in the back right now, or else he would be losing it. He would be losing his mind, not me.
I love it. Hey, Justin, we love you. We'll look forward to seeing you with Callie at 11 o'clock, okay?
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, everybody.
All right, take good care, my friend. Hey, don't hang up. Final 500 on the version with that solar panel. I am actually back. Well, it's a show we do every Friday at 7 o'clock called Shannon's in the House. We've got some special surprises, an American traditional favorite, and a today's special and more. Amy and Tina are up next. It's Beauty Report night.
Discover a world of beauty like you've never seen before. Beauty Report is the insider's guide to getting gorgeous. Join me tonight for a beautiful new routine.
The new year is here, and it's time to refresh, revive, and replenish. Discover new products, programs, and special events that inspire you to do, wear, and create what you love. It's your time to create the life you love every day with the help of HSN.